Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this is for the first week of November 2019. Very interesting thing just happened, Gemini. Just before I started your reading, recording, I've already shuffled and meditated on your energy. I was about to start pressing recording, and the screen went away. And there was a message saying like my storage is about to be full, which is interesting because I actually have to purchase extra storage because I have so many things on my phone. But anyway, so for some of you here, there may be a sense of that either you feel like you cannot receive any more information, or that you're dealing with so much, there's so much in your plate. It's almost like you're feeling a sense of like you're overwhelmed. It's like enough, I've had enough. I can't anymore. I can't take anymore. Like you feel like your capacity to take on more, it's like it's come to full limit here. I don't know why it looks kind of blurry. Hopefully you guys can see the image clearly enough. But so that was like, because as I'm going through it, and I was just deleting the last set of reading from my from my phone quickly to make space, and before I'll look into it more later on to see why this message came through. But really, I was still thinking about you because I just meditated on your energy before I start recording, and I feel like, Gemini, that may be a truth for you. You may have to release some to make space, okay, from make space in your mind, to make space in your heart, to delete some stuff, some notions that no longer serve you. I feel like that's a message Spirit wants to send for you here, Gemini. But let's start. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle card. Let's start with that, then we'll go to the After Tarot, okay? And this time we are clarifying with the Lenormand, which is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand cards. And Spirit messages for Gemini, and the messages, I've been shuffling for a second now, a full 2 minutes. Oh, there we go. All right, Gemini, at the bottom of the deck, we have number 10, Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony, okay? Yet it is the number 10 with a beautiful egg here. And this is such a beautiful card. It's so whimsical on that keyboard. And there's an egg rolling, and there's that very eccentric feminine figure on it. There's a bird. There's so much going on in this card here, but the symphony is unfinished. There is it's been in preparation, I feel like, but there's a big reveal that needs to happen, because we can see a face. We can start seeing the face forming here. Well, the face is fully formed. That's inside the egg, right? So wherever it is that's an orb, just saw an orb on the right side here. Wherever it is that's your person that you've been waiting for, right? There's something here that there was a delay because Spirit was preparing. It was perfecting something for you, okay, Gemini? And it's almost like they're telling you it's almost at completion, but it's not over yet. Don't lose hope. It's not over yet. All that glitters is number 16. That's what the card that came out for you. It says all that glitters. So there's 2 masks here, and there's a beautiful angel in the back. So ask yourself, Gemini, what are the things that you've been giving your energy to that all of a sudden you're looking at them and you realize, like, why? Okay? Because the first thing that comes to my mind is that the ending to that statement, you know, that idiom, we say all that glitters is in gold, okay? And here we have 2 masks on here telling us, like, yes, there might have been opportunities, and they look like they're on top of a mountains almost, like, okay? There might have been opportunities, like for some of you were chasing. There might have been things in your life that you were pursuing, like, but if you're a Gemini man, like, you know, like there were like so many possibilities. There were all these hot girls, you know, and if you're a Gemini, you know, woman, there were all these perhaps job opportunities, career opportunities, like different relationship with different guys. That seems like they were that could have done it for you. And as you get closer, you realize, like, that's not it. Okay, this was just a facade. This was just a mask. This was just like gold plated, but that's not in the real thing. Because the reason why that wasn't the real thing is because the universe, God the divine, has been cooking it for you. Okay, the egg has not hatched. Your real person is almost like still not in the room, but they're out of the room, but the universe is still preparing them. They're still in preparation mode, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, you're gonna make music together. It's going to be more than you could have expected for. It's gonna be a 10. By the time you get to your person, it's gonna be, that's it. All that glitters. There's a beautiful angel here. You're being protected too, Gemini, okay? For some of you, if people were pulling the wool over your eyes, making it seem like they were all that, and even if it was just a job, a career that gave you all these offers, telling you, oh, we get this, you're gonna get that, you get status, you get, you know, we'll give you these great compensation packages that include all these wonderful perks. Like, as you get closer to it, or perhaps some of you, you're already like knee deep, and you realize that ain't it. But there's an out here. The angel looming over this is protecting you. They already know. They're already preparing the real thing for you. Oh, I almost put it down. That's the Queen of Cups, but I'm not, because I'm cutting the cards this time. But I almost put it down for you, Gemini. So yes, for a lot of you, this is about emotions and feeling, re-examining your feelings and your emotions. And that Queen of Cups, we see the Queen like literally like studying inside of that cup, like what's going on here. So this is really taking a moment here to really examining the way you show up emotionally in relationship, or your own emotions, like your true emotions about things, instead of just going through it and just relying on the superficial, to really go a little bit deeper. Okay, Gemini? Here we have the 10 of, oh, the 10 of Swords. This is the card, by the way, the Sun in Gemini card in the tarot. But there's an ending here, okay? So that's 2 10 so far we have on the table. There is an ending here, okay? An ending to something that was negative. Here, the 2, Major Arcana number 2, the High Priestess. And here we have the Strength card. Major Arcana number 8, and at the bottom we have the Chariot, Major Arcana number 7. So many major energy for you here, Gemini. Out of the four cards, including the bottom of the deck, we have 3 Major Arcana. So big change happening in your life, transformation happening in your life, that's being guided by God, by the universe, by the divine, by your guides, okay? And we could see that here, because this is what's looming in this card. All this gold, like my eyes keep going right there to that angel that's looming above, okay? That is like, there's a sense here, you Gemini, you're very protected. And even though some of you might have been chasing, you know, what's popular, might have been chasing what you think is that you should do, what you think is gonna that looks good, that's gonna make you look good, or that's gonna bring you attention, like whatever it is, like, you know, what's in vogue right now, that you are being protected, because the angels were like, don't get too invested in this, Gemini. They were not gonna allow you, because they're gonna create situations for you to realize that, okay, there is more to be had here. This is not my final stop. And regardless, there is an ending here, okay? This is you coming into who you are. This is you understanding yourself a little bit more. This is you coming home to your soul purpose. This is the Sun in Gemini. You really paying attention to your soul work, okay? To your soul journey, and putting an end to things that no longer serve you, especially where there was betrayal, especially where there was negativity. And the next card we have is the Major Arcana, the High Priestess. Following your intuition. This is deep intuition. Look at the initials here. We have the B and the J. So if your initial is B, has B and J, this is even of greater significance for you, or the person that you're dealing with have those initials. That's of even greater significance for you, okay? This is the Keepers of Secrets. Not so much the Keepers of Secrets, but I guess, yeah, it's more like she protects the secrets of the universe, okay? Not so much she's a keeper. She knows how to access them, and she protects them. We see the scroll here, like it's almost like she's trying to pull it under your, she has the scroll and the key. Actually, 2 keys. It's almost there is someone here that have knowledge, that has information. That's going to make all the difference. That's going to unlock all the door. That's going to remove all the obstacles wherever there was. That's going to clear the path, to clear the way, okay? And that information is an information that's coming like intuitively. It's information that that person can access to their higher mind, okay? That's like this is the seer here. This is the psychic here. This is someone who delve in the arts as well, the High Priestess here. And they understand, they understand intuitively the whole idea of duality. They understand how to navigate the shadow and the light aspect of the self. and that we sit in between these two pillars always. She has the crescent moon. It's almost like the drapery of her garment has turned into a sea. I don't think I ever noticed that before. That has never been brought to my attention before when I'm looking at this card. This is after tarot. Do you see that? The way the drapery is flowing here onto the floor, it has turned into a whole sea, and the moon is just like hanging out on the in the water. That she carries, how you see her, what she shows publicly, goes deeper than what you than just what you see. You see a beautiful blue garment. That blue garment is flourishing all the way down to, because all bodies of water connects, because that's the imagery that's showing here, is waves and waves and waves that goes to the oceans and connects to the moon, because the moon controls the waves of the ocean. And here we see the moon is like almost like hooking to the drapery that looks like waves of water. This is so deep. This is so, I could go and skip and look at this card and going on and on. And she has the cross on her chest, cross denoting sacrifice, right? The cross that we all must bear for to go towards our salvation. Understanding that path here. It's a deep knowing, deep understanding that's happening here for a lot of you, Gemini. You're coming to an understanding here to let go of betrayal, to let go of facade, okay? Of chasing what is golden, to get back to your soul purpose, to get back to your soul of what's important, your true essence. And you follow your intuition, you'll be guided along. You'll be able, some of you, you're going to have vivid dreams of what that is. They're going to be in things that happen to you, information that comes towards you, that's going to allow you to tap into your information, that's going to make you remember little bits and pieces of who you are, that's going to bring you closer to who you are, if not this lifetime, but even previous lifetime. Okay? And here we have strength. And it's angelic karma here on YouTube that talks about, wherever you see the strength card, you know the devil is somewhere lurking. And we could see that here with all that glitters and gold, that there was some kind of mask and facade. We can see here with the Ten of Swords as well. There was a brutal ending here. There was betrayal, perhaps. There was a battle here. Someone had to battle for what is theirs, for their soul, for their beliefs, you know, all of it. Now it's cleanup time. That's after the battle, really. And here comes the strength card to overcome this negativity. After the understanding, after the information, after the intuition comes, so after the downloads, the dreams, after we get to that knowledge, however way it happens for you through your intuition, Gemini, now you need that, the spirit is going to help you to tap into that, into your beast mode, if you will, to take on the energy of the lion, which is about courage and strength, to tackle any negativity, any negative entities, negative location, negative environment, negative people that were bringing you down, that were making you, you know, wallow in negativity. You're going to overcome this. And this is going to be through, not through aggression. That fight is over. It's going to be through your own subtle energy. That's harnessing feminine power. With the High Priestess here and the Strength card. And we see with the symbol of the infinity symbol over her head. Because that is something that's been going on for a long time. And for some of you, you've been in preparation for a long time. Excuse me. And by in preparation, I mean Spirit's been working on you for a long time to get to that position. Okay? This is karmic. You cannot stay in that negativity. They're going to move you forward. You're going to get pushed. You're going to get the information. You're going to get the protection. You're going to get the knowledge. You're going to get the strength to move away from that negativity, okay? Because the life like here that they've been preparing for you is one that's very happy and whimsical and musical. and colorful. It looks stress-free. Floating through the beautiful yellow clouds. Unfinished symphony. It's in preparation mode. It's about to get hatched. And let's not forget what's at the bottom of the deck for you, Gemini. This is a chariot. This is movement. This is travel. Okay? This is victory after a choice that's been made. And I felt choice here with those two pillars. With the two here. Major Arcana number 2 here. And it's going to be a stark difference, the path that you choose to go on. And for some of you, it's also, I have a message coming through about like family legacy, lineage. Choosing your own path instead of, whether it's that of your ancestors, of your family, standing in your own truth, your own soul purpose, or leaving behind that old idea of what's popular. I have not even taken any clarification for you guys. This is so strong, the way the message is coming here for you. But there is a movement here, okay? Relocation for some of you, Gemini. Oh, magnifying glasses, number 44. 44, listening to intuition, listening to the angels. The angels are near you. You have the magnifying glass. This is the last card in the Gilded Reverie. Well, the expanded edition, this one is. Needing to take a closer look. Needing to take a closer look. Who am I? Who am I again? Does this serve me? Why am I fighting this battle? Why am I chasing these things? Why am I impressed by this glittery stuff, by this mask? Who am I trying to impress? You need to take a closer look. Let's look here what shows in the magnifying glass when we take a closer look. I see a coffin. I see birds. I don't know what that red is. Look for yourself. What do you see when you look closer in that magnifying glass, Gemini? That's for you to answer. Look in your own magnifying glass, the one that's in your heart, the one that's in your life, the things that are in your life, so you can get closer to you, who you are, so you understand what exactly is not serving you, where those endings need to happen, especially in your way of thinking. For a lot of you, Gemini, or needing to impress or being impressed by being impressed by the glittery things, the shiny things. The High Priestess, clarification on the High Priestess, please. You need to take a closer look and to follow your intuition. It's so funny. I did a Reiki healing. Actually, it was booked as a chakra balancing. That's how it started, but I ended up doing way more. Like, it ended up being like a full-on Reiki healing session for someone last night. It was a Gemini. And I always give feedback after Reiki healing, and that was one of the big things. And that's how I ended up being a Reiki healing, because I was led to do other things. And as I was doing the session, and the message that I shared with them at the end was that they need to follow their intuition. Spirits are trying to get them to listen to their intuition. And here, like, I'm just remembering that now. Like, this is all this is saying. To take a closer look, to listen to your intuition, to receive the messages that are coming through you. And this is number 21, mountains. Blockages, obstacles. For some of you, there has been a sense of like you cannot follow your intuition. For some of you, there has been a sense where your intuition has been blocked as well, okay? And I feel like this is changing for you. This is changing for you, okay? And this is number 44. That's also an 8. Transformation. Transformation. This is number 21. Number 21 would be the World card in the regular tarot. Would be like closing out a cycle, a karmic cycle with number 21, right? And we have number 21 for the mountain card, and right here we have that number 8 showing up here. Again, number 8, which is transformation, Scorpio energy, 8th house energy, death and rebirth, being willing to let go of things so we can start anew. So there's the transformation happening here. There's a closing of a cycle of not following your intuition happening here, okay, to start anew. And the last card we had was, remember, the strength card, which is a major arcana number 8. Again, transformation where there was negativity, to overcome this negativity, to use strength and courage to leave behind any negative habits, negative situation. With strength, Spirit is lending you some of that strength. Clarification on the strength card for Gemini, Spirit. Clarification on the strength card for Gemini. Ooh, beautiful. Lily. Remember I was saying earlier, there was a message that was channeled through here about like family legacy. There was a message that came through about lineage. This is what that Lily card is telling me here. Okay? This is also about sexual passion with Lily, but knowing how to honor them in a healthy way, as in not to allow yourself to be overcome by passion, by desire, to know how to tame it. For some of you, that negativity that was in your life, for some of you, really, especially for those of you that are male Gemini, you are really like, what do they call, like a skirt chaser, following everything that's gold, getting into relationship with people that really lack substance, that really were not helping you going towards your soul growth. And you had to take a closer look at yourself as to what you were doing there. Whether it was like passion, whether like romantic passion, you know, sexual passion, that was the negativity. Or some of you may be chasing money, because all that glitters, gold, there's a sense of opulence, but it may be fake opulence. It may be gold plated, not real gold, right? So there was a sense here that you are chasing things that appear to be all that, what was in mode, to create a facade, for society to see. And that's what you're gonna overcome during this time. That's what the strength card is helping you to overcome, to release those negative habits, those negative way of thinking, of being into the world, of experiencing the world. Will travel. And for some of you, that there will be some sort of relocation, okay? A will departure here. Number 7 is at the bottom of the deck for you. This is a snake. This is number 16 in the wisdom of the oracle. That drained down to a 7. All that glitters and cold. And with the snake. The snake is about negativity. It's about betrayal. The snake is about, basically, in the Lenormand, it's they portray the snake kind of like the story from the Adam and Eve, right? Being bitten by a snake. A snake has someone who's going to bite you, like poisonous bite. All you see, so you don't be distracted by this beautiful fruits, by the peaches here, those golden fruits. Don't be distracted by all that glitter, because it's a mask, because there's a snake lurking in the trees. Are you following, Gemini? There's warning signal all around for you. And the angels are going to show you those warnings. Your intuition is going to lead you. Wherever there was blockage in your intuition, it's gonna clear. It's going to start clearing. You start here by taking a closer look at yourself. Okay, the angels are near. That's number 44. And we know that the angels are near. That's what's lurking here in the back. They're going to bring you the information. Do you follow your intuition? Wherever there was blockage in your intuition, you're not listening, you're not paying attention to your higher self, to your higher mind, to your mind's eye. You're going to start paying attention, because there's a transformation that's happening here during this Scorpio season, where Spirit is pulling you to remove you from negative situation, from negative environment, from negative people that are bringing nothing but betrayal. The 10 of Swords, yes, it's a Sun in Gemini. It's also a card of betrayal, a brutal ending. And here we have the snake. And with the Lily card here, it's a long-standing situation. Long-standing situation, okay? Some of you, just bad habits or bad habits that were learned, whether to your ancestors, to your family lineage, like bad karma that you have accumulated, these negativities. And that transformation is happening for you right now. Oop, okay. Oh my goodness. The whole stack of... Okay, there we go. Recaptured. The deck almost fell through here. This is the card that came out for you. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Clearly, there's an ending here. If this is a relationship some of you have been dealing with, there was a lot of negativity. There was betrayal. There was chasing something that seems like, oh, everyone will see that. Everyone, let me be with that person, because people will look at it and, oh, look at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even see that yet. Separation. Like, let me be with that person because that's what's in vogue to impress people. Or it seems like that was so... That's a he girl, the hot girl. I have a hot girl in my arms. I have the hot man in my arms. Whatever it wasn't for you, Gemini. Okay? If it's in the love situation, it's the same story that applies. Okay? It wasn't for you. And they're removing that situation from your life right now. Spirit is removing it. Separation. There's time apart from your partner is on the horizon. There's separation. There's movement here. There's travel here. Okay? And an unfinished symphony. There is someone that Spirit has been preparing for you, for those of you. That's a romantic situation, okay? That's been in that egg, getting prepared, and it's about to be hatched. We had a 10. New beginning is about to start having. And you're going to create beautiful music with that person. Rest assured, the right person for you is in preparation, is going to start appearing, is going to appear into your life. But first, you need to gather all your strength, harness all your strength, to let go of a negative situation, so you really start experiencing the beautiful new beginning that the universe have in store for you. All right, Gemini, I thank you so much for your support, and come back next week for the next set of reading. And remember, as always, love is the only answer. Bye.